Hello. I'm not doing a YouTuber intro. I'm not doing it. Go watch like Jacksepticeye or something. Is he still relevant? I don't know. I'm not keeping up with that stuff. I'm not into all the YouTube drama or whatever. Who's still relevant? Let me know if you're one of the 3 people watching this video. What's still relevant on this amazing platform? Anyway, if you haven't noticed, I'm building the ruins right now from Undertale. I'm gonna build the whole game eventually, and that's gonna be my major goal. So watch as I build the ruins from Undertale. Gaze upon my superior redstone contraptions as they totally work and don't have to be hidden very poorly with intrusive blocks. Enjoy the wonder of playing a game cheaper than Minecraft inside of Minecraft. Most of all, enjoy the missing characters like Flowey that are represented by a sunflower. Like I'm some kind of amateur or something. But seriously, I'm having fun doing this and I wanted to share it. So I've got 4 rooms done so far, and I'm going to talk about them before we move on to the tension room, which I believe is the next room. I could very well be wrong, but I believe it's the tension room. So let's talk about what I have. First of all is this room. This roof is going to be higher. I'm going to raise this roof because this sucks right now. This sucks right now. I'm probably going to put this hallway a little further down as well. This is just a prototype. This is what I have right now. There's a hole in the ceiling because I just dug straight down, but it's fine. There's supposed to be a hole, obviously. The Frisk fell down here, so whatever. I made I made this all mossy stone bricks. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up smacking them out and making them just stone bricks. I smacked holes in the walls to give it a more ruinsy feel, to make it look like it was like ruined a little bit. This is the hallway in that very same room, and this is the archway. My sign describes what's going on with the symbol that's supposed to be in both of these archways that you'll see coming up. The Deltarune symbol is going to end up being like a PNG put onto like a map with a PNG on it, slapped onto an item frame that you see all the time. This is what I have for the Flowey room right now. Like I said, it's a sunflower, but I'm doing my best here. I looked through the entire item screen for something else to represent Flowey. The sunflower was the best thing. So these 2 rooms right now, prototype, working on it. From here we have what I'm actually proud of. The next 3 rooms. First is this room, the room that Tori will lead you into. Uh, I used purple carpets here to add to shading, and then black concrete. You can't step here in Undertale, but this is Minecraft, and I don't have access to barrier blocks, so I can't just put barrier blocks here. That will be something I do if I ever obtain access to barrier blocks. For these pillars, I there's like this blackness at the top of them, so I did just put black concrete up here. Not that you'll ever see that like you can in the game, but I was being thorough. Um, I've got this pathway here. This pathway tutorial leads you up. It's darker in the center, so I put some purple carpet down. And I used nether wart blocks for the leaves. I never thought I would have a practical use for nether wart blocks, but here we are. I think they're nether wart blocks. I'm going to double check myself, because I don't want to be wrong. Sorry, I'm double checking myself right now, like I should have done before, but it's fine. It's not a fire coral block. Yep, it's another wart block. Yeah, I got it right. I'm smart. This is the part of the room I'm really proud of up here, the save point. I'm sure some of you have noticed the redstone already, but the goal is for the player to be looking forward and to ignore the obvious dispenser. I'll probably put, I'll probably maybe extend this platform. I don't know if I could get away with that, but I do want to make sure that these save points heal you when you get to them. So as soon as you hit this tripwire, it shoots a splash potion of healing. And you can go to the book, and you can go to this book and quill that pops up in your inventory, that pops up in the shulker box. It won't pop up every time so far. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a bunch of copies in these two shulker boxes, which is why it's two. Um, the aim with this book and quill is shown here. The shadow of the ruins looms above, filling you with determination. And then it gives you instructions on what to do inside the game of Minecraft, because this is Minecraft and not actually Undertale. Into the shulker box you go. Anyway, the next part here, I'm gonna have to fix this. I have to constantly fix this, and you'll see all of the string that I placed around. That doesn't need to be there, but you'll see all of the string that I placed around. Right? It's impossible to get this to stop growing. Pretty much. I think if I do this, it might, but you have to place string around it to prevent it from growing, which is why there's string in the doorway here. There's vines in the game. So I want there to be vines here, but vines grow on any surface. So I had to put string. String is virtually invisible. If you're just playing normally, you're not going to notice the string. You'll just walk through here. You might notice that you're tracking onto something, but from a distance, you're not going to see that there's string there. You'll see all of this string, which is why I'm trying to find a better way to do this. But hopefully this string will be good enough, because I don't want to work on this too much. I don't know what this sign says in Undertale. There's a sign above this door. It obviously says something. I don't know what it says. And then this room has two windows in it. Obviously, you could just jump through, but that would be no fun. Now, this is where it starts getting fun, because it was puzzle building. I'm not going to show you the redstone because no, my redstone is horrible anyway. Um, my redstone placement is horrible. I know I said it was superior, and I don't want to place all these blocks again. But as you can see, I got the sign: "Only the fearless may proceed. Brave ones, foolish ones, both walk not the middle road." As you can see, the two middle pressure plates do nothing. And you could click the lever first here, because the lever activates a separate door, because I don't know how to make it all activate just one door. Um, you could technically click the lever first, but again, what fun is that? So I've got the pressure plates that work here. And as soon as you step off them, you see that all this opens. This is to cover up the redstone because it's real sloppy. So is all this. My redstone is real sloppy right now. It's stuff that I'm going to go back and fix. I just wanted to make it work and move on. And you see, this is the second door. This is the door that blocks you from continuing. You click this lever, you hear pistons move, you click it again, and the door is open, and we're in this room. And the vines are growing again. As you can see, I put string around this too, and uh, I just don't understand. I put string all around this, and I just have to keep coming over here and breaking vines consistently. But I even got press Z to read signs, even though that doesn't work. I didn't know what else to put on this sign, so I just put what it says in the game. And this one just says stay on the path. So I got the little water canals here, complete with the little black area that you see in the game. And I replaced spikes with netherite blocks because I don't know what to do for spikes. There's vines here, and as you can see, I haven't started the next room yet because that's just deep slate there, but I will show you how this works. The lever goes, and it pulls down one spike. I couldn't figure out how to make it work otherwise because I'm bad at redstone, but here we are. And look at that, the vines are growing because I didn't put string there. String. We don't want the vines to grow anywhere, and it's just so irritating. It's so irritating having to replace the vines every time. If you know a better way and you're one of the 3 people watching this, please tell me. I don't like doing this. Anyway, since we finished this puzzle, we're moving on to what I believe should be the unnecessary tension room. Alright, here we are. I figured it out. There we go. Alright. I think, yeah, yeah, it's just this doorway here. It's just that doorway that I need to fix. So once I have the doorway, it should all look fine. I'm going to break that because I'm going to change it anyway. But so we're replacing it with magenta concrete and going from there. So there are a couple of topics I want to discuss, and the first one is Undertale because I love Undertale. I love Undertale quite a bit. It's one of my favorite things in the whole universe. It's a really good game with a lot of nuance and a lot of perspective that I think a lot of people really need. So Undertale just has just stayed one of my favorite games for a long time. Every time I've played through it, it's been my favorite. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I missed. It's fine. I can fix it. Alright. It's just stayed one of my favorite games for a long time. I'm not going to worry about the vines. The nuance in it and the way your choices matter um, is just much better than most other games. In my opinion, it does things a lot of other games fail to do. Like in the ruins, for example. One of the things a lot of games I think would have done is just not giving you a choice on whether or not to kill Toriel, because A lot of games treat you like a literal baby, and they won't let you make your own choices. Undertale sets you in the shoes of a child and gives you the choice on whether or not to kill the representation of your mother, basically. And it's really good for that. It's really good for it's really good for something that's supposed to be, I guess, like a pretty basic game. The music in it's great. I have a resource pack for a previous version that just plays music from Undertale and Deltarune instead of the other sounds. There's not a 1.19 version, unfortunately. Kind of makes me upset, but you can't always get what you want. I think my favorite thing about the game, though, is the consequences for your actions. You don't just have the choice to do bad things, there's actually consequences. Like, I remember, I'm a big Fallout fan too. And when I say I'm a big Fallout fan, I really mean New Vegas. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The the always turn-based system in Fallout 1 and 2 doesn't appeal to me. I know that New Vegas is highly based on those older games, but those older games just aren't for me solely because they are turn based, and the turn based style just doesn't really appeal to me all that much. It's not that I think turn based is bad, it's just that it doesn't appeal to me. It's not my kind of game, really. But I really loved New Vegas. I played it forever. I still go back to it from time to time to play. With or without mods, it's just such a good game. But one problem I've always had with Fallout is that, and this is not true in the older games, to be clear, I know there are consequences for your actions in the older games, but in the newer games, even New Vegas, there's not really any consequences for your actions. Like, there's not much I can really say that there's not much there's not much that actually, I don't know if I want to do that or not. I mean, it kind of makes the path look wonky. Does this make the room look wonky? Yeah, this makes the room look wonky. Ugh. Sorry. I was on New Vegas. And how I think that Fallout is just. Uh, it has issues with. It has issues with actually. It has issues with actually punishing its players. Why am I putting the vines away? I actually need them. I need armor as well. Since it's a dummy, we're gonna put leather armor on it. Yeah. So what we're gonna do. All right. But I'm gonna keep the vines on me. I don't need to understand anymore. I think Fallout needs more consequences for people's actions. I think it's just a bad idea to give you an XP consequence or something like that. I think it's always been strange to me for that to be the case. I need to make the roof. I'll do that in a minute. Oh, I messed up. That's fine. I think it's always been strange for me to like have it be, oh, it's an XP consequence. Like, why? Why is it only a consequence for the amount of XP I gain or something like that? And that's how it felt even in New Vegas, which is a fantastic game. That felt like more like it had consequences for your actions because of the faction system and how factions treated you, how everything worked in that game. But because of Bethesda, it still just didn't feel all that consequential when you got down to it. It still felt very, I guess what I would say is video gamey. It felt like a video game, and I know I'm playing a video game, but when I'm playing a video game that is saying, hey, you have freedom of choice and there are consequences for your actions, it's kind of irritating when the consequences basically boil down to, well, this faction doesn't like you very much anymore. Or in the case of like Fallout 3 or Fallout 4, well, I can't even say like Fallout 4 because Fallout 4 just removed any consequences whatsoever, really. In the case of like Fallout 3, for example, the consequences boiled down to, oh, you can't do this thing anymore. And it's like, okay, so what? I can't do one specific thing. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. Really? It's not honestly that big of a deal. It's not something I'm gonna super worry about. So go off, I guess. Well, yeah, it always kind of made me upset. All right, this room's almost done. I thought this room would take a whole lot longer, but we got the dummy. I'm gonna find a way. I don't know how. I need a server, but there's no point in buying a server. No one would play on it. I got this room done a whole lot faster than I thought I would. So that's really going to be the end of that. But I'll fix these vines up and finish my thought. My favorite thing about New Vegas was all the consequences that happened. And then in 3, there were none when I got around to playing that. People were like, if you like the New Vegas, you'll love 3. And then I absolutely hated 3 because they force you to pick a side. They force you to pick. Not only do they force you to pick a specific side, they force you to pick a side at all. When in New Vegas, you could take New Vegas for yourself, which was a really appealing option. And then don't even get me started on 4. They took away your choices even in leveling. They removed the entire leveling system that made Fallout such an appealing game, and it's really upsetting that they they removed they removed all of the good skills. They removed speech, They removed guns. Like people, I remember people were mad when they boiled down small guns and big guns to just guns in New Vegas. But honestly, I wasn't that upset because New Vegas was the first game I played, and also when I played Fallout 3, the difference wasn't that consequential. I just used small guns the whole playthrough. It was just either you use small guns or you used big guns. You can make the same choice in New Vegas without the need for different stats, so I didn't understand that criticism. But with 4, you don't even have the choice to like invest in guns. You have to invest in a skill for like rifles or pistols. They took the skill tree and made it so much worse. It was so bad. I don't understand. uh I'm talking about a completely different topic than I wanted to talk about, but it's fine. That'll be the end of this. If these vines will stop growing, that'll be the end of this. I'm gonna build another room sometime later, probably tomorrow. Why is this not magenta blocks? What am I doing here? Sometime later, I'm going to build another another room. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. For now, I'm going to get back to my hardcore world on 1.18 because I want to invest time in that too. And if you're one of the 3 people watching this, I really appreciate it. Also, the people that have subscribed to me, before I go, the people that have subscribed to me on this channel have subscribed to me because of my Clone Hero content. And I'd like to give a quick notice to them on the Clone Hero stuff because I know I stopped. The 2 people that subscribed to me because of that, I think I have 3, but I don't remember the number, but however many people subscribed, whether it's 2 or 3, um, to those 2 or 3, I won't be uploading that much in the future. I'm really trying to focus on Minecraft at this point, and also Undertale, maybe in the future, since I'm doing this. I did just do a whole playthrough of it, so I need to, get over the burnout, but I love the game so much that I'm building all of it in this. So, but the Clone Hero content may resume in the future. This is going to be kind of a hodgepodge channel. I'll go from one thing to another. Um, I will I will dedicate it mostly to Minecraft, probably building. I suck at the normal game. I may stream my hardcore attempts at some point. I'm about halfway through the one I'm doing now. If I die, I may stream the next attempt. So I don't know if you want to see that, but if you do, I might stream it either here on YouTube or on Twitch. We'll see. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I managed to be entertaining, despite my awkwardness and weirdness and my bad laptop microphone. And yeah, I'll see you guys when we build the next room, which is the Spikes puzzle room, the big Spikes puzzle room. So that'll be exciting. That'll involve a lot of redstone and torture, but we'll get it done. I got these other 2 done, so I think I can do that. I'm a lot more confident in my ability to make redstone contraptions actually work. So we'll get it done, and I'll see you guys next time.